Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here. Second down run by Pacheco. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here. Evans, the motion man here. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Baker now from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Baker. Got Evans. It's complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Baker throwing again. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Mayfield to throw again. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Pacheco. Can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. It is caught left side. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chris Braswell there for the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Like a good target block, Neighbors is there. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on 1st down. Has a lane past the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. Complete out to the right. He has room past the 25. Keeps himself upright. Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish off their opening drive. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Baker. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Working quickly here. 2nd and 8. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They read that screen perfectly. Interception! And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Giants will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by Theo Johnson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
That is what elite offense.
Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free
not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing from the gun here. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Bobby Okereke.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. Working quickly here. 1st down from the red zone. This one's caught. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants parlay the interception into points. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again is Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Godwin, the man in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Buccaneers pushing for a late spark before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Baker now from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Hits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Culp with a catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Baker throwing again. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mayfield to throw again. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a Conda on the return. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Running back sent in motion. He's got a man left. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice gain.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Another carry for him. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 5. Buys time, rolling right. Neighbors with a catch. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's a handoff. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. He has the New York touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 2nd and 13. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Receiver in motion, going left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. This is brought in at the 15. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempts coming up. They give it to the back of the zone read. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This taken from the 12. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now give left side to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 33 on 2nd down. Gets everything. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers jump in front now by 5. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a Conda on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting a receiver in motion. throwing with a blitz on the way. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Working quickly here. On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They send the tight end in motion. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
It's a run on 4th down. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Right back to Pacheco. And he's got decent yardage up to around the 18. Offense in the hurry up here. Second down run by Pacheco. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Mayfield now from the gun. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They send the tight end in motion left. He's back to throw. He's going deep. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Deontay Banks.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits his running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Buccaneers with a 5-point lead. 2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Pacheco again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Motion man sent left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Pacheco goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. try with Pacheco. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push the lead up to 12.
Giants 28. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers go up by 19.
Giants 28. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a Conda on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him off again. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He beams one deep right side. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by